Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and guys, I am here to talk about what should be a terrific co-main event on the February 22nd card, pitting Arthur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol 2. And this is for the IBF heavyweight title. Daniel Dubois, the champion from the UK, 22-2, 21 big wins by KOs. One of the most interesting heavyweight fighters today. One of my favorite heavyweight fighters. And versus Jospeh Parker, who has a pretty good record of 35-3 with 23 knockouts. And Jospeh Parker, who's one of the best heavyweights out there today and has one of the best resumes in the heavyweight division today, who really ducks no smoke, who wants all of it. If you look at his resume, his track record is impressive. Now, in terms of styles, this is a pretty interesting matchup. You got a good boxer puncher, Jospeh Parker, who's not known for one punch KO, but he's got a respectable pop. Now, Daniel can put you out with one shot, but he's been shown that he can box if needed. This is a pretty good, solid fight, ladies and gentlemen. Expect anything in this fight. Jospeh Parker have won some pretty important fights, have beaten some pretty good names, and he's one of those heavyweights that wins some and loses some. But like I said, his resume is top notch, man. I mean, for example, Jospeh Parker has been in there with a who's who in the heavyweight division. If you look at his resume, he's been in there with former unified heavyweight champion of the world, Andy Ruiz, in what was a pretty good competitive fight when they fought back in 2018. Yeah, it happened a while back already. And then Jospeh Parker also has been in there with Anthony Joshua. He's been in there with Dillian White. He's been in there with Derek Chisora twice. He's been in there with Joe Joyce in what was a terrific fight with Joe Joyce in a Fight of the Year candidate. Bloody fight. That fight had everything: blood, sweat, tears, everything. And Joe Joyce was able to have Jospeh Parker succumb in the 11th round of a war in one of, in my opinion, it was Joe Joyce's best performance and victory. Then also Parker has been in there with Deontay Wilder, defeated Wilder by unanimous decision, and also defeated Shaylee Sean, Big Bang, by majority decision. A pretty close fight as well. So Jospeh Parker has been in there with some of the best. Like I said, he's won some and lost some. He has 3 losses. And the 3 losses were to 3 top heavyweights. Now, Daniel Dubois has come a long way in his career, man. From being questioned about his heart with the 2 losses he suffered with Joe Joyce and Alexander Usyk, and both fighters stopped him. It's a clean body shot now again. Josh Dubois landed a clean right body shot right on the belt line. If you look at the image right here, so change it, new. But all in all, man, Daniel Dubois, losing those 2 fights and being questioned about his heart, made me even question about his heart as well, because I was been a fan of Daniel Dubois. I liked him, he's a pretty good fighter, likable guy, a fighter that you want to root for. And when he suffered those 2 losses, you tend to doubt, you tend to have doubts, and skepticism, like, damn, is Daniel Dubois really that good? Or is he all hype? Well, he showed everyone and proved to the world that he is for real with his 3 straight stoppage wins against 3 top heavyweights. When he was able to box for 10 rounds straight, use his jab, use his right hand, use his foot, use the ring, and he was able to get a stoppage win over Jared Big Baby Miller, handing him his first ever loss. He was able to get the knockout in the last round, digging deep, showing that heart that everyone questioned. And then he followed it up with Filip Hrgovic, stopping Filip Hrgovic in the 8th round. And then on top of that, he was able to turn in a stoppage by flattening Anthony Joshua in 5 rounds in what was an upset, in my opinion. No one gave Daniel a chance against Joshua. Like, okay, you beat Miller and Hrgovic. Good. But you're biting off more than you could chew against Joshua. And no, Anthony Joshua ended up eating the canvas multiple times, and it was just a clean. It was just such a dominant performance by Daniel Dubois, maybe his best performance yet. If the Jared Miller performance was impressive, and the Hrgovic performance was impressive, the Joshua performance was even more impressive. And the thing is that it was even, and the thing is about the even more impressive is that Joshua, he beat up more impressive heavyweight in Joshua, the bigger name, one of the top heavyweights in recent times in the past decade. Um, and those were Daniel's last 3 fights. Now here he is stepping into the ring against one of the best heavyweights today, like I said, and has one of the best resumes in the division in Jospeh Parker. Um, it is a really good fight. Jospeh Parker has been proven many times and has defeated some of the best. Daniel Boyce also can share that as well, that he's defeated some of the best. And both guys are gonna have to be on their A games in this fight. Daniel Dubois has been impressive lately, and Jospeh Parker has shown before the world that he can get it done on the big stage. So that is your co-main event on the February 22nd card on the Better Bia versus Dimitri Bivol rematch. Now this video was supposed to be Jerron Boots Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz, but I'm no longer doing that video right because of the fight being canceled. You know, there was an issue here with the weight. Ennis saying, oh, that he's a welterweight. There was this dilemma here with Ennis being welterweight champion of the world in the IBF, and the fight being taken place at 154, but Ennis is a welterweight. But Ennis has also mentioned he wants to go up to 154, but he's also the champion. So what am I doing here? Am I defending my belt or am I going up in weight? So there was an issue there with the weight. I doubt both guys. I doubt no one ducked here. It was just a situation with the weight. Um, it was to me the fight of the night in terms of styles. Um, maybe maybe this fight is not. Maybe the hopes on this fight happening. I think there's still hope in this fight. But for now, no video you know until change of plans, until something changes, likely. I'm hoping that it does, so that I can come back here and do the video on that fight, because I would love to do that fight, talk about that fight. It's an exciting fight, and of course, if anything changes, I will, and the fight is on still, then I'll go ahead and talk about it. But for now, I'm gonna put it to the side and continue going forward. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Joseph Drew. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. It is always a pleasure to talk to you about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.